I'm Dr. Kristen R. Bromley. This Guitar 101 series, which is part of my online music academy, is a beginner through intermediate level guitar course similar to the in-person ones I teach at the university. The course progresses from complete beginner through gaining capability in playing songs in various styles and covers playing chords and melodies and reading chord symbols, tablature, and standard music notation. With the Guitar 101 course, we use 3 of the books from my method book series: Chords and Harmony books 1 and 2, Note Reading books 1 and 2, and Tablature, which are all available for purchase through Amazon and Google Play. Links can be found in the description below or at kristenbromley.com. You are of course welcome to participate in this course with or without the books, but with the books you can play right along with me on all the songs and exercises as intended. Plus, each book comes with exclusive access to additional hours of in-depth video lessons that go with each part of that book. If you find this Guitar 101 series helpful, please like the videos and subscribe to the channel. Alright, let's get to jamming in this week's lesson. Hi, I'm Dr. Kristen Bromley. Welcome to my online academy. I'm delighted to be meeting here with you. This is lesson 19 of the Guitar 101 series, which goes from beginner to way beyond. And so we're getting kind of beyond beginner here. We're going to start off with another review, especially looking at A minor and D minor and reviewing some of the other chords we've done as we work with strumming patterns and finger picking patterns we've done in the past. Today we're going to continue to work in the note reading with alternate picking and adding those eighth notes in using the natural notes on all 6 strings, especially the higher strings, but we'll touch on those lower strings as we continue to get stronger at the note reading. We'll continue to work with the tablature, of course, work on some new songs there. We're going to review the bar chords, especially the ones that we've been pushing on in this last lesson to try and get down. And we'll explore some new strumming. We'll also review a little bit with the dominant 7 sus4 chord. We've reviewed some of the other types of chords, the add 9, the slash chords, the suspended 4 and suspended 2 chords. We've done those a fair amount over the last couple of lessons. We're just going to review the dominant 7 sus4, or I should say like a D7 sus4. A7 sus4, E7 sus4. So the dominant 7th chord with a suspended 4th. We'll play a little bit with that today. And that's kind of what the lesson's going to be. So we're just going to go ahead and dive in here with our review and warm up in the chords. So we're going to start on page 53. And we're going to do number 4, 900 miles. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. Up, down, up. Looks like my buttons are getting on the guitar a little bit there. So we're gonna go 1, 2. I'm walking down the track. I got tears in my eyes, trying to read a letter from my home. If that train turn on over to page 54 and 55. We're going to do number 7, bingo. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, up, 3, up, 4, up. So 1, 2, 3. There was a farmer who had a dog, and bingo was his name. B-I-N-G-O, 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 and bingo was his name. do number 8, Wayfaring Stranger. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, up, 3, up, 4, up. Here you go. I'm just a poor wayfaring stranger, traveling through this world alone, but there's no sickness, no toil or danger in that bright land to which I go. I'm going there to see my father. I'm going there, no more to roam. I'm just a going over Jordan. I'm just a going over home. All right. We'll flip on over to page 56 and 57. We're going to do number 11. So, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, just like that. 1, 2. I've wandered all over this country, prospecting and digging for gold. I tunneled, hydraulic and cradle, and I have been frequently sold. And I have been frequently sold. And I have been frequently sold. I've tunneled, hydraulic and cradle, and I have been frequently sold. Okay, we'll go over to number 12, Green Sleeves. Let's do this one with some finger picking. So it's in 3/4 time. We're going to use P-I-M-A-I-A-M. P-I-M-A-I-A-M. So here we go. At last. 1, 2. At last, my love, you do me wrong to cast me off discourteously when I have loved you so long, delighting in your company. Green sleeves is my delight. Green sleeves is all my joy. Green sleeves is my lady love, and who but my lady? Green sleeves. Goes a little low. These songs are all in great keys for practicing, but not always the keys that we like to sing them in. Of course, that's why we can use the capo. We'll go over to pages 58 and 59 now. We're going to do numbers 15 through 18. So we'll start with Drunken Sailor. Down, down, up, up, down. Here you go. A 1, two, a 1, 2, ready, and what shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? Alive in the morning, away, hey, and up she rises, way, hey, and up she rises, way, hey, and up she rises, alive in the morning. Sing it a little bit faster. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and what shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? Alive in the morning, way, hey, and up she rises, way, hey, and up she rises, way, hey, and up she rises, alive in the morning. Alright, number 16. Down, down, up, down, up. Joshua fought the battle. Joshua, 1, 2, ready, and Joshua fought the battle of Jericho. Jericho, Jericho. Joshua fought the battle of Jericho, when the walls came a-tumbling down. Let's take that one a little faster. A 1, 2, ready, and Joshua fought the battle of Jericho. Oh, Jericho, Jericho. Joshua fought the battle of Jericho, when the walls came a-tumbling down. Alright, let's do that one finger plucking. So we're going to start with this one on top. P-I-M-I-A-I-M-I. P-I-M-I-A-I-M-I. We reviewed this one quite a bit last time. Joshua fought the battle of Jericho. Here you go. 1 and 2 and ready and go. And Joshua fought the battle of Jericho. Jericho, Jericho. Joshua fought the battle of Jericho, and the walls came a-tumbling down. Now with that pattern, when we had the 2 chords for barre, I should have mentioned this before, then we just use the first half twice. That's one way to handle it. The other way is to do a thumb pinch with this ring finger when you get there. So like those last 2 chords, I can go P-I-M-I, P-I-M-I. Sorry, last 2 measures, so those 2 chords just before you hit that final E minor. So the A minor, B7. That's one way to handle it. Another way is with the pinch. And that's a little bit trickier. But I do a P-I-M-I and then pinch on the P and the A and continue the pattern. We need that bass note to hear the change of the chord. So let's play that one. Again, you can pick either option. I'm just going to demonstrate the first one since that's probably the one you're going to pick. Joshua, 1, 2, and 3, and go. And Joshua fought the battle of Jericho. Jericho, Jericho. Joshua fought the battle of Jericho, and the walls came a-tumbling down. Alright, let's do that one with this pattern now. P-I-M-A-I-A-M-I-A. So Joshua, 1 and 2 and ready and go. Joshua fought the battle of Jericho. Jericho, Jericho. Joshua fought the battle of Jericho, and the walls came a-tumbling down. Okay, let's go on to number 17. We're going to practice this one with finger picking. We're going to do each of these patterns. It's in 3/4 time, so let's start out with this one on top. P, I, M, A, I, A, M, 1 and 2 and 3 and just like that. So here you go, 1 and 2 and 3 and. Take that a little bit slower. 1 and 2 and 3 and. A little bit faster. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Alright, let's do this next one. We're going to treat this progression as if it's in 6/8 time instead. And actually we're going to do 12/8 time the first time, so that would be twice per chord. 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a, just like so. 1 and a 2 and a ready and a go and a. Okay, let's do it as if it's in 6/8 time. So 1 time per measure. P, I, M, A, N. Here you go. 1 and a 2 and a. Okay, let's do it as if it's in 4/4 time. So we're going to do it with this one first. P, I, M, I, A, I, M, I. Here you go. 1 and 2 and ready and go and. let's do the other pattern, P-I-M-A-I-A-M-I-A. Just like so. Once per measure. So 1 and 2 and ready and go and. Okay, let's do Scarborough Fair. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we'll flip on over to page 60 and do number 19. The Erie Canal. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, ready, and I've got a name is Sam. 15 miles on the Erie Canal. She's a good old worker and a good old pal. 15 miles on the Erie Canal. We've hauled some barges in our day, filled with lumber, coal and hay, and every inch of the way I know, from Albany to Buffalo, Low Bridge, everybody down Low Bridge, we're a-coming to a town. You can always tell your neighbor, you can always tell your pal, if you've ever navigated on the Erie Canal. Okay, we're going to flip over to pages 138 and 139 and review that dominant 7th chord with the suspended 4th. So we added this one in last time. We did it with the A7 sus4. We're going to start with that one, and you can see that on page 138 there in that chord symbol option. The A7 sus4, just like A7, only we take that 3rd up a fret, makes it a suspended 4th. Let's play number 1. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. Here we go. 1. And now I'm going to say on these ones I'm going to use the 4-fingered G. They work great with it. So 1, 2, ready, and. Let's take it a little bit faster. 1, 2, ready, and. Alright, and over to page 139, we're going to do number 2, where we need the E7 sus4. So, on page 138, you can see that chord symbol there, E7 sus4, we've got to raise our 3rd which we have fingered with our index finger at the third string, first fret of the third string. I know where these are. Don't worry that you're like, I don't know where the third is, but you do now because we're raising it up to the fourth step. So you can see that there. It looks just like A7, only we're on the lower strings. So let's go ahead and play number 2. Down, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, ready, and bit faster. 1, 2, ready, and A. E7, E7 sus 4, back to A, and B, E7, E7 sus 4, and A, then D, E7 sus 4. We're going to go on and do some note reading now. Okay, so back in the note reading, we're going to start on page 45. We're going to do numbers 4 through 6. So this is where we're playing our C major scale. We start on the lowest C that we have there in first position, 3rd fret, 5th string. We're going to play all the way up to the highest note we have in first position, the natural note, which is G, down to the lowest, and back to C. And we're going to keep it in stepwise motion or scale order, either ascending or descending. And then with number 4 in the right hand, we're going to be plucking down, up, down, up. So we're working on that alternate picking technique in our right hand as we're reviewing the notes that are in first position in our left hand for the key of C. So no sharps or flats. We haven't learned sharps or flats yet. So we're going to go ahead and do that just 4 times per note, alternating the picking direction. Here you go. 1 and 2 and ready and go and C. Okay, we'll do number 5, 2 plucks per note. 1, 2, ready, go. number 6. Now I will say, if you're trying to do this with your thumb because you're not yet playing with a pick, then it's a little bit tricky actually, and alternating with the thumb up and down doesn't work very well. You can alternate with the thumb and index. If you want to try and do that, that does work. But really, alternate picking happens with a pick, and it's really where the speed comes. Okay, we're going to do number 6. I'm going to take it a little bit slower because it's just one pluck per note. We got to try and keep that right hand alternating. 1 and 2 and ready and go and. Okay, let's go ahead and flip on over to page 47, and we'll do number 10 and 11. We're going to do number 10 first. So, we can do all down plucks except on the off beats where we have those strings of eighth notes. Or if you'd like to get alternating your picking in more, then a lot of us, and I do this, will alternate the direction of quarter notes, and so the quarter notes in 4/4 time that fall on beats 1 and 3, I'll pluck down, and 2 and 4 I'll pluck up, so it just keeps that alternating happening. In 3/4 time, it kind of alternates between the bars, down, up, up, or you could do down, up, down, so whatever kind of falls natural. Let's do Old MacDonald Had a Farm. We did this one last time, so hopefully it's kind of familiar. 1, 2, ready, and. Rest. Okay, this train. 1, 2, ready, and. 2, ready, and. 3, 4, 1, 2, ready, and. Okay, let's flip on over to page 48. We're going to do numbers 12 and 13. So, Sinner Man. 1, 2, and ready, and go, and. Number 13. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, now, if you want more practice with this with me, then of course you can use the videos that come with the books, and that's always true, goes into greater detail. Hopefully this is getting easier and is kind of fun for you. We're going to go back to the chords now and work a little bit on those bar chords. Yeehaw! Okay, so back in the chords, we're going to start on page 79. We're going to do number 4. If you need to, you can look at page 78 and review these chords. So we did them all last time. Reviewing them again a little bit today. We have B, C sharp minor at the 4th fret, C sharp 7, barred at the 4th fret. Then we have the F sharp minor, and F sharp 7, all barred at the 2nd fret. Let's go over and do number 4, the Wabash Cannonball. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Listen. 1, 2, ready, and listen to the jingle, the rumble and the roar, riding through the woodlands to the hills and by the shore. Hear the mighty rush of the engine, hear the lonesome hobo squall, riding through the jungle on the Wabash Cannonball. Let's take it a little bit faster. Hopefully you're getting stronger on these. If they're not coming completely out, you just keep working on them. Over time, they start to come out more and more as far as with clarity as we get stronger. 1, 2, ready, and just kidding. 1, 2, ready, and listen to the jingle, the rumble and the roar, riding through the woodlands to the hills and by the shore. Hear the mighty rush of the engine, hear the lonesome hobo squall, riding through the jungle on the Wabash Cannonball. Okay, let's flip on over to page 80 and 81. We're going to start with number 7. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. A 1, 2, ready, and nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Nobody knows my sorrow. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Glory, hallelujah. Alright, we'll do number 9, CC Rider. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Got my sleeve catching the guitar with the button. C, a 1, 2, ready, and C. C Rider. See what you've done. C Rider. See what you have done. You made me love you, but now you're gone undone. Let's take it a little bit slower. 1, 2, ready, and C. C Rider. See what you've done. C Rider. See what you have done. Oh, you made me love you, and now you're gone undone. Alright, let's try taking it a little bit faster. See, a 1, 2, ready, and C. C Rider. See what you have done. C Rider. See what you have done. Yeah, you made me love you, and now you're gone undone. Alright, let's do House of the Rising Sun. You can stretch if you need to. Probably feeling it pretty good. These ones take a lot of strength. There it is. We're in 3/4. Down, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, up, 3, up. There. 1, 2. There is a house in New Orleans. They call a rising sun. It's been the ruin of many a boy and old. He knows he's won. Okay, we'll flip on over to page 82 and do number 12, La Bamba. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up. So we're going to have these strings of 3 chords. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Just like that. Here you go. I'll just sing the intro part 1. You're probably really burning after that, so you may need to stretch. We're going to take a break from the chords and go over to the tablature. Okay, so here in the tablature, we're going to start off on page 63 and do number 85, Home on the Range. I'm just going to go ahead and do it. This should be a familiar melody. We've sung it and done it with the chords a few times. There are going to be places where we're going to use that pinky in the 4th fret, and we just want to make sure that we try and do that. So, especially, I know it's on that 4th string, and that's a low, and that's hard. It takes a little bit of strength, but we just keep working on it, and our pinky will get stronger, and the independence between these 2 strings, or these 2 fingers, will get better as well. So, Home on the Range, I'll give us 3, 1, 2, and we'll be in. Here we go. 3, 1, 2. Rest 2. 3. Three, rest, 2. 2, 3, rest, 2. 2, 3. Okay, let's flip on over to page 64. Now, if these are hard for you, it's good to just work on them, get them as perfected as you can before really moving forward. Because the more you do that, the easier it gets as you move forward, and the more the technique gets locked in. We're going to go with numbers 86 and 87. I've been working on the railroad. Does cover both pages, so be aware of that. Turn that into a little bit of a bluesy thing. So here you go. With this one, I am going to roll my finger back and forth. You can also use 2 different fingers. Sometimes break out of the index and middle in the same fret. When we've got so many notes that are in the same fret, I can borrow a finger in that fret to sort of alternate between those strings. I can also roll, so I don't have to pick it up each time. Here you go. 1, 2, ready, and 2, 3, rest. 2, 3, rest. 2, 3, rest. 2, 3, rest. Two, 3, 4. Now that's a really fun one to get up fast, and of course if you want to hear it at different tempos or play along with me at different tempos, you can use the videos that come with the book specifically, not just these Guitar 101 series videos. But I'm going to go on here in this lesson on to number 87, Miss McLeod's Reel. So this one's got a lot of pinky work. It's written with 8th notes and 16th notes. We'll take it kind of slow. I'll give us 1 E and 2 E, and we got a catch and there in the pickup. So 1 E and 2 E. 2, with this one, it's in the key of D. Now we're going to learn about keys in the future in our note reading, but there's two sharps in the key signature, F sharp and C sharp. When we're in the key of D, sometimes with ones like this where we have a lot of the 4th fret, we don't use the 1st fret very often, if ever. It kind of depends, but because we don't have an F natural or a C natural, those are going to be at the 2nd fret, and then we're going to have F sharp or C sharp down here at the 4th fret. We can actually play this whole thing in what we call second position, where we shift our whole hand up, index in the 2nd fret, middle in the 3rd, ring in the 4th, and pinky in the 5th, and you could play it that way. And I actually think it's easier to do because you don't have to use so much pinky and middle fingers. So that's another way to do it. I'm going to go ahead though and go on to page 66 and 67. We're going to do numbers 89 and 90. So green sleeves. This one's probably going to be a little bit easier than the last couple, so that'll be nice. Sometimes it's where they fit on the page in a given region than specifically getting harder each time. But so this will be a little bit of a relief. Let's go ahead and do it. It's in 3/4 time. I'll give us 3, 1, 2, and we'll be in on the pickup note. So 3, 1, 2. Okay, let's do number 90 by the Waters of Babylon. This one's going to give us more practice again with that 4th fret. So, hang on to your hats and glasses, as they might say. I'm going to give us 1, so I'll give us 3, 4, 1 actually, and then it comes in on 2. So, 3 and 4 and 1 and... rest. 2, 3, 4, rest. 3, 4, rest. Nice little way to end off that tablature. We're going to go back to the chords as we finish off this lesson and do it just a little bit with some new strumming techniques. Okay, so back in the chords, we're going to work on some new strumming techniques. We're going to start working on new strumming techniques over the next several lessons. So we're going to start, though, today on page 85, number 1. This is just sort of a small break-in as we learn a new concept here. We haven't really ever looked at a strumming pattern for 2/4 time. We don't play in 2/4 time very often. We played in 2/4 today when we were doing tablature with Miss McLeod's reel, but we don't do 2/4 time very often. But a couple ways to handle 2/4 time, and you're going to see right in the middle of the page a strumming pattern with the A next to it and a strumming pattern with the B next to it. So a couple of really common things to do when we have 2/4 time. We can take the patterns we use in 4/4 time and we can cut it in half, and we can use just the first half the whole time. So you'll see down, down, up as an option there, and it's just inserted once per measure. So we're going to do that with the old gray mare. It's going to be once per measure. We're going to have down, down, up. Now we've done this strumming pattern so often that this probably won't be hard. We just have to insert that once per measure. That's the only new part to it. I'm going to give us 1, 2, 1. The old gray mare, and we'll be in. So 1, 2, 1. The old gray mare, she ain't what she used to be. Ain't what she used to be. Ain't what she used to be. The old gray mare, she ain't what she used to be. that's an easy way to handle 2/4. Another easy way to handle 2/4 is to use a pattern that we use for 4/4 time, but sit it across 2 measures. So you'll see that with example B there. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up. So on the odd numbered measures, 1, 3, 5, 7, and so on, we'd do down, down, up. And on the even numbered measures, 2, 4, 6, 8, and so on, we go down, up, down, up. So we just insert that normal down, down, up, down, up, down, up across 2 bars. Let's go ahead and do that. 1, 2, 1. The old gray mare, she ain't what she used to be. Ain't what she used to be. Ain't what she used to be. The old gray mare, she ain't what she used to be. Many long years ago. Okay, let's flip on over to page 86. And we'll do number 2. Now with that last one that we were just doing, other patterns would work too. The down, down, up, down, up. Those are the 2 main ones we know so far for 4/4 time. As we continue, we're actually going to learn some new patterns that work for 4/4 time. Not in this lesson, but in the future. So right now, though, we're going to look at 2/2 time. We've actually played a little bit with 2/2 time. You just might not have recognized it. It's also known as cut time. So I think I've explained this long ago, but I'll review it here. The difference between common time, which can be written with a C or 4/4, which is the most common time signature we use, and cut time, which is written as 2/2, cut both of those numbers in half, or a C with a dash through it, a C with a line through it, as you see there on the page. You can see both examples shown. It's cut in half and we fill it in 2. On the actual music, they look the same. It looks with quarter notes and half notes. You might even see eighth notes, but mostly quarter notes and half notes. The occasional eighth note. You're going to see that sort of thing. The difference is how it feels. So is this a slower song or a one that we want to fill it in 4? So with this, in this case, this old man, if we were going, this old man, he played one. If it's going a little bit slower, we might direct that in 4. But if it's going faster, this old man, he played one, we want to direct it in 2. Instead of this old man, he played one. So it's kind of about how we're feeling it. Are we feeling it in 2 and are the quarter notes moving faster, or are we feeling it in 4? Are we feeling 4 beats per measure? So that's really what that's about. When we're playing in cut time, we can use the exact same strumming patterns that we would use for 4/4 time. So it's really not a big deal. We'll go ahead and do that here. It'll be kind of fun. We'll use our down, down, up, down, up. And we're going to take it a little bit faster because these chords, G and D7, are so familiar. They're ones we've known probably since lesson 2 in this series. Maybe lesson 3, but I think it was probably lesson 2. So we're just going to fly on through that. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. A little bit fast there, but we won't go quite that fast. I want to ready and this old man, he played one, he played knick-knack on my drum with the knick-knack, patty-whack, give a doggy bone. This old man came rolling home. This old man, he played 2, he played knick-knack on my shoe with the knick-knack, patty-whack, give a doggy bone. This old man came rolling home. This old man, he played 3, he played knick-knack on my knee with the knick-knack, patty-whack, give a doggy bone. This old man came rolling home. This old man, he played 4, he played knick-knack on my door with the knick-knack, patty-whack, give a doggy bone. This old man came rolling home. Alright, the other one we've got is down, down, up, down, up, down, up. I'm almost out of breath. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, ready, and this old man, he played one. He played knick-knack on my drum with a knick-knack, patty-whack, give it doggy bone. This old man came rolling home. This old man, he played 2, he played knick-knack on my shoe with a knick-knack, patty-whack, give it doggy bone. This old man came rolling home. This old man, he played 3, he played knick-knack on my knee with a knick-knack, patty-whack, give it doggy bone. This old man came rolling home. struggling to play that fast, I will say the strumming strokes get smaller and it gets more in the wrist. That's how we do that. Okay. I hope you're having a blast playing the guitar. That's a little introduction into things that are familiar that we've already done. In the next lesson, we'll move on and work in 6/8 time and 9/8 time and 12/8 time. And we'll also continue to work with the review of bar chords, the ones that we've learned so far. We're going to explore power chords in the next lesson, which is kind of new. We'll also start getting into 7th chords besides the dominant 7th chords, so that'll be a little bit new. And of course, we'll continue to work with the note reading and the tablature. It's going to be great. I hope you're having fun with the guitar. At this point in this series, if you've made it this far, and you should start to be getting kind of comfortable with learning songs that you might really want to play. And we just keep learning some of the little nuances and increasing our technique with new skills here. It should be fun playing the guitar. So I hope you're having a blast, and I'll see you next time. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. For more in-depth lessons and to progress through a free guitar course, check out my Guitar 101 series on YouTube and my guitar method books, which all come with access to hours of in-depth video lessons. You can find more information about me and my products at KristenBromley.com. Take care.